Good evening and welcome to it. This is Chess and Wine. My name is ADP. Back with obviously some more updates on what's happening in and around the world of chess. So Chess South Africa is considering issuing titles, Chess South African titles for players. We know already there's titles for arbiters, there's titles for organizers. I think actually Chess South Africa does not have a title for organizers. They've got Fide has an international organizers title. So the AOC is probably going to consider that as well. But yeah, so Chess South Africa is considering issuing titles for for players. We know, just obviously, so we have everything in clear perspective for everyone. For arbiters, we've got obviously we've got tournament school supervisors, tournament supervisors, and then there's regional arbiters, provincial arbiters, and national arbiters, right? So they're considering the same thing now with players, right? Already now, what is happening is on the international stage, we know there's titles already available for players internationally. For FIDE titles, which starts from candidate master, there is also FIDE master, there's international master, and then there is grandmaster, right? There's a grandmaster GM, and obviously all of those titles go with their female counterpart. Titles, that is your woman candidate master, woman FIDE master, woman international master, and woman grandmaster. All right, so yes, same with the FIDE titles. I think there's a FIDE title, FIDE arbiter, and then there is a an international arbiter titles. I think that's the highest. Those are the two ones, international titles, and for arbiters. But now for players, Chess South Africa is considering the following titles for players. Here's what it looks like. So they're considering to have open titles and junior titles. We see that already. Obviously, there's in fact it's not just open titles and junior titles. So it's going to be junior titles, women player titles, and open titles. Junior titles, women titles, or female titles, and what do you call it? Open titles. So here it is. So in the open titles, as they say it, but it's not actually open titles. It's both the open and the ladies. They're going to have a senior master title alongside the women's senior master title. They're going to have a national master title along with the women national master title. There's a provincial master title along with the women provincial master title. There is a regional master and also women regional master title. For the junior titles, they would have a junior senior master, a junior national master, and a junior master. All right, so let's just quickly look at the communication that's been written. Obviously, at this point, you're busy considering what's the value of this title. What does this mean? What will it take for you to qualify for any of this title? So the communication from Chess South Africa reads as follows. The chess landscape in South Africa has significant growth in both participation and talent development over the recent years. Or significant growth. In light of this progress, the Ratings Bureau is considering the introduction of local chess titles analogous to those issued by FIDE, but based on a player's Chess South Africa rating. So that's the part we're going to get to. These titles will serve as a recognition of achievement and proficiency within the South African chess community. The intention is to recognize players who currently do not have any FIDE titles. This is preliminary. We are still working on the rules and regulations which will be forwarded to Chess South Africa for consideration once finalized, and also the council. Currently, we are contemplating two sets of titles: the national titles, open and female, and junior titles, gender neutral. So the junior titles are gender neutral. So the titles will be awarded based on a combination of ratings and performances and in designated events, e.g. they're closed. Reasons for the awarding of titles include recognition and ability to play titled events, including chess.com, which is still to be confirmed, and potential discounts for local tournaments. More details to be provided. These titles do not replace FIDE titles, so there's a poll to be taken. Sorry, it's very cold, and I think my chest is also sort of blocking. So here's the thought now. And in fact, I'm here because I want to obviously communicate your reactions, the reactions of the players in South Africa on this, because they've reacted, and there's mixed reactions, trust me. So I would obviously think that junior titles, as many people have already started to express, that the junior titles will seem a little, because I'm thinking now, For the other titles, for instance, for regional titles, you'll probably need to have a rating of 1800 Chess South Africa rating, because it wouldn't make sense for anyone with a rating below 1800 to have a title, because that means any Tom, Dick, and Harry could have a title. Any patzer, pawn pusher, or wood pusher, whatever. As long as you're a chess player, you could have a title. So I think the minimum now rating for regional master title, which will be equal to a regional arbiter, in fact, right? So I believe regional arbiters could be able to issue, or to obviously issue norms or issue these titles and their events for these titles of regional of regional master. I don't know, but that's just a consideration. So because obviously there's regional, provincial, national. So yes, so regional titles will need an 1800 rating and maybe 1700 rating for the women regional master. A difference of 100 point rating points. Provincial master would need 1900 rating points. Hey, that reminds me of Ntando Zwagala. Zwagala is like, as a provincial master, it's always had this PM next to his name in it. I'm not sure if it ever afforded him anything. But then, yeah, that was provincial master. I mean, I'm talking in terms of discounts or free entry for title players and other events. So yeah, that's provincial master. And then there is a national master, which will probably need to have a rating of 2000 and above Chessa. Unless we push it up a level, we'll say 2100 for national master, 2000 for provincial master, and 1900 for regional master. So that not just any parts gets those titles. And now that we got that 200 rating point boost from Gunther a couple of months ago, maybe we could just push it up. No title for players below 2000 rating. And then now we'll start seeing some actions, right? So yeah, anyway, so that's just been, that's just my thought. And with regards to whether players will be able to play the chess.com titled event, Gunther says he is currently uncertain. Gunther van der Berg, who is I think the chairperson of the ratings bureau, that's written this communication. So yeah, so he says he's currently not sure. This is still obviously under consideration. They'll still have to confirm. So all of these people that are busy claiming that definitely when you got a national master title, you will definitely get to play in chess.com. How can you be so sure when Gunther himself is not sure? Right? Right. So this is how it is. So let's just quickly look at some of the comments from you players. They are as follows. They are very mixed. In fact, I actually like how everyone feels in a certain way. So there's some people that says we don't want soft titles. We don't want soft titles because they're soft titles because they are for weak players. I mean, so there's no weak player, right? But they are for those who are lower than they are already, the titles that are already currently being issued by Fide. Let's just put it that way. Because even the CM title doesn't get that much respect. I mean, there's only a few candidate masters that have respect in South Africa. I'm thinking we've got CM Richard Mbenza. Like, what kind of respect does the CM title mean to him? We get surprised when we see CMs like Dr. Lindenbauer, CM Lindenbauer, or CM Kid Kumalo do what they're doing. Because we see that we don't expect such great performance, because we know a lot of players that got a CM titles when they were still kids, under 13, playing in the under 13s or whether African events or so, and they still lose to untackled players. So that CM title is it's worth more, especially for people that get it on their rating, based on their ratings by Fide. Awarded to them by Fide, where they have to get a rating of 2100 Fide, and then they can actually claim that CM title. But besides that, I mean, no one gets scared when they are paired with an opponent who's got a CM title. I see Swaziland players are very excited because they've just added themselves some CM titles from the Olympiads in Budapest. Ooh, shout out to you. I mean, it's a big thing in Swaziland. But in South Africa, it's like, there's too many CMs, right? Like, we know. It was like, so imagine now, Chess South Africa is promising titles that are going to be much weaker than even the CM title. All right, so that's where the comment comes from. We don't want soft titles. So someone also comes here, this is super nonsense. Okay, well, in fact, I think I need to put context to this. This person that is saying this is Joseph Mwale, is a Fide master, and is actually Malawian by nationality, but is based in South Africa. So that's why his comments from people that keep saying, it's surprising that we have Mwale a Malawian commenting, reacting about what Fide Chess South African titles. So yeah, so someone says this is super nonsense. Yes, and he says, who Patsas from Buffalo like Zayn and Janti, they're going to be provincial masters. Imagine. So yeah, and then it goes on. I think I see some other comments. Let me see. This is from a different group. I want to see from this similar group. So someone says you should get a soft tackle for yourself. And then someone says this is just way. Actually, I've seen this from different groups where people are saying this is just ways to extort money from parents. Of course, you're going to pay Chess South Africa 5,000 rands to have that tackle registered. And what's it worth to you? Right? So people feel like it's just a way of Chess South Africa raising funds for themselves. But anyway, you can choose whether you pay that money to get the tackle or you're like, I don't want that tackle. You're not forced to claim it, right? So someone says anyone can get it. They're going to set the base as low as possible so that more rich players can qualify and pay. This is a money-making move. This is a money move by Chess South Africa. So yeah, and another comment, it says, my take is it makes sense to have titles. Every major federation awards them, but I think they should just award one instead of all of these 7 other titles. So someone commented saying that, having a title is worth more than 5,000 rands, even if you give it to Chessa. I like the initiative. It might not be done in good spirits, but the benefits will be there. So this person obviously assumes, assumes that this title could actually allow you to get that lifetime diamond membership from chess.com, which Gunther just said that he's not sure that actually will be obviously be able to get you that benefit. So yeah, so someone also commented and says, Leeches only recognizes FIDE USCF, that's United States Chess Federation titles, and the European Chess Union titles. It might be the same with this title. So there's more comments. The document specifically says chess.com will accept the title to play Title Tuesday. But actually, I want to be sure as well. But does it say that the chess.com will accept that title? But then again, even if it does say, Gunther just said he's not sure if it will. Yeah. Reasons for awarding of titles include recognition and ability to play titled events, including chess.com, and potential discounts. So the discounts is something that they can guarantee as of the Chess South Africa. But the Title Tuesday, not yet. I'm sure they still need to go and negotiate for it. You're right, Karabo. The document that does state that, but Gunther van der Berg is uncertain, is not sure whether, number one, Chess South Africa would approve this, and number two, they'll still probably need to speak to chess.com about this. So yeah, where's another comment that I've seen? I think I saw another comment, some comments from a different group. This title, this is from the Bujana group. It says that these titles will serve as a recognition of achievement and proficiency within South Africa. Oh, actually, this is just the message itself. And someone comments and says, it sounds like a business for new chesser, awarding mediocrity. But yeah, so yeah, people agree with that point. That is a business strategy. But it's smart still, though, even if it's a business strategy. It's a smart move. So it's a matter of whether you support it or not. The national master from USA, not local nonsense. So this is now saying that national master only from US gets this benefits. This nonsense is not new. You're just new in the game. Wow. Former President Madame Elapine from Cape Town was hustling the same way. Even the Chessa rating, here is nonsense. Yeah, hey, this is, I'm just reading. You read it for yourself. I'm putting it on the screen. So someone says it came, okay, the new title, the Chess South Africa title came in when Fide banned Chess South Africa. Now that the ban is over, make everything Fide rated. Stop this business. So that's a comment that I was looking for. The Malawian parts are complaining about SA titles. So national masters can be recognized. You're just being a beater for now, for no reason. So yeah, then there's a comment I actually liked. There's a comment from Paul Simpson, who says, "Don't be nasty. The administrators' kids can get the titles any other way." What? Does it say administrators' kids can't get titles any other way? Oh, snap. So this is actually to say that the administrators are trying to think of ways for... Why didn't I understand this the first time I read it? Don't be nasty. The administrators' kids can't get titles any other way except for the Chassa way. So now that their parents are in administration, they are going to make every means possible to make sure that their kids get the titles, because we've seen that in many events there's been kids, obviously kids, children of the administrators that are getting into unknown means. So maybe even the titles they can get them in those means. So that's what this comment is saying. So here's another well constructed argument, I think, comment from Justin Wilkin, saying this is a terrible idea. It's happened before, and our juniors get laughed at when we play in international events with titles, with ratings and results that don't back it up. Many players have stopped playing when they're old enough to realize that they are not as good as they thought. Rather, give top players the opportunity to get the real titles. So players get laughed at when they come up with the national master title in an international event with a rating of 1600. Then they get chopped like in 16 moves. They were like, what's the meaning of that title anyway? So then I think that's actually some of the comments that we're able to look at right now. But yeah, of course, share your comment. Let's hear your thought in the comment section. Let's hear what you think of these titles. It's an initiative. If done right, it could be a good thing. But honestly, it couldn't be. It must come with some serious benefits, and it should not be. I think the idea of players that win closed events, like a player in the SA closed. If you win the SA closed, the open, you become a national master. That makes sense. Even if you don't have a title, you get that NM, the national master title. If you're a junior player, again, you win the SA closed. But hey, it doesn't make sense if you win the under 12 and already you've got... then that means you must win the junior master. Yeah, those ones should have a junior master title. Junior master title, junior national master. You see, junior national master or national junior master. For those that win the SA closed, like if you're a champion, something that should always be there to show as a recognition that you have won, something that will stay with you. Yeah, maybe that makes sense. Like if it only goes to players that win national events or players that reach 2100 or 2200. Instead of just making them readily available for everyone. But anyway, this is your thing, Chess South Africa. And actually it said that because Playcom has to be considered as well. Playcom has a representative, players commission. Players have somebody that represents them in South Africa, and that is Johannes Mabusala, I remember. And Anzal Lapshina. Let's hear what they think. Maybe they should be spoken to. Because so far, since there is no ratification and anything, I think in terms of chess of Playcom. So they must have a vote in this whole issue. And then obviously there's a poll for you as South African players if you wish to have a say. This is Chess and Wine. Good evening.